All right, and we're live. Welcome back to episode 4 of the Budo Boys podcast. My name's Patrick Hemingway. My fellow martial artist, Jonathan Mai. I'm a karate practitioner. He's a taekwondo, sumo, Wing Chun, fucking everything practitioner. And this is where we just talk about some stuff in martial arts, maybe some ask questions, or just topics we want to talk about. John, do you want to start us off? First topic here.
I feel like something pretty controversial would be the difference between sport and fighting.
Right.
And like, I don't know, man. I feel like martial arts kind of is very extreme between the two.
Yeah, no, I agree. Especially in tournaments. There's just so many rules with sport, martial arts, and I mean honestly, like you talking about like street fighting.
Yeah, well, like anything that can carry on over into real world application would be considered fight
Okay,
worthy, I guess.
so I would say that's just there's just less rules when fighting. There's less like regulation on you
Yeah,
as a martial artist, basically. Like in karate, the rules in a tournament are you cannot rock the head when you punch somebody.
it's
It
like a
has to
full
be
contact comp, right?
yeah. Well, that's the point sparring.
Ah,
Which point
that too.
sparring is for people who don't know, and I've explained this. It is when you're up against it's you and another person basically fighting, but whoever hits the person first gets the point, and then the match stops, and then it restarts. So you go at it, and then say you jab your opponent or you kick your opponent. They stop the fight, you get the point. They say you get the point, and then the fight resumes.
Seems like a match that favors like front leg or front like I don't know, long limbed people.
It favors speed, yeah. Like
Yeah.
whatever you can throw fastest, whatever. You do get more points for like hook kicks and stuff, but even those are like your front leg. You can make that extremely fast. But yeah.
That,
So
that's like
that's
one of
and
the
you cannot rock the head. You can't even like if your opponent goes down, you get a warning or a penalty,
that's
even if they walk into your blow. So
that's especially true in the Olympics, isn't it?
yeah, it's like true in the WKF. Um, the Olympics. I didn't really see the Olympics, the karate in the Olympics, and I think it was last year or this year. When was that? They did it in Tokyo.
All I remember is one guy got rocked and then he got disqualified.
Yeah, I mean that's just stupid. So I mean you're simulating a fight, right?
Yeah.
People say, well, it's not discipline. Well, it's like in a tournament, it's different. You know, you should still have control, but it's like you don't know what the other person can do. You don't know what they. I mean, you
Like,
should. It's a simulated fight. You know.
yeah. And it's also kind of disrespectful when you think about it. Like, it takes a lot to qualify for the Olympics and to make your way up there. And to knock somebody out in the finals and then get disqualified for it? Come
Right.
on, man.
Yeah, it's stupid. Stupid. Like Brazilian jiu-jitsu guys, they're choking each other out. Like they're tapping. They're almost going unconscious. And these like sport karate guys are just tapping each other.
Yeah.
It's so
And these
dumb.
sport
And they're
taekwondo
saying it's
guys.
a fight. They're saying, "Oh, I won the fight. I tapped you first." It's so dumb. It's like, "All right, well you could just take that blow if you're one of those guys who can just take hits and then follow up with a power shot or something like that, you know? Like a power
As a
hook or
guy, yeah, as a guy who mains taekwondo, I'm kind of like disappointed with how it turned out. Like, it's just what you said, man. It's like karate in that we're just tapping each other, and like we consider that fighting.
yeah, it's just I don't know. That's like the one thing with karate that I really just started to not like was point sparring. Which I was glad why in our dojo we started to do continuous sparring, which is just like how a kickboxing match is.
Yeah,
Where it's just like we used to do like tons of rounds too, because we would do it after class because it was just so much fun. We did like 5 like 3 minute rounds, 4 minute rounds a lot of the time, just fucking sparring each other continuously. It was pretty
Makes you
awesome.
sharp, man.
What?
It makes you sharp.
Yeah. I mean, we would just be fucking tired by the end of it, but it was just so much fun. So, I mean, and we're not trying to kill each other either is the thing. It's just there's no stopping the fight. You know, you're constantly flowing and like punching and dodging, which is how I like to do it, you know.
Training yourself to like have that stimulus to, oh yeah, okay, he's gonna throw this in
Yeah.
like this situation, so I'll just do it like this in the ideal situation, you know?
Dude, I trained with my
A lot.
sparring partner so much that we literally knew what we were gonna do. Like there'd be some rounds where we wouldn't even land a blow. We'd be throwing blows constantly, but we would just be blocking and dodging each other's blows the entire time. Or it was insane, dude. It was like fucking Dragon Ball Z. We just
That you
like,
make it sound like Dragon Ball Z.
dude, that's
Legit.
like because I remember like there was like a couple of rounds there where we didn't even hit each other. Like we didn't score any points on each other. It was just it's how like that's when you really like know your sparring partner and you like can know really what combos they're gonna do or what they're gonna follow up certain things with and their their telegraphs and all that stuff. So
Speaking of sparring, what's your ideal sparring partner?
somebody who isn't gonna try and fucking kill me. It's like the sparring partners to train with. You know, like even though I was just shitting on sport karate for being too like wimpy,
Yeah.
it's like there's a fine line. Like I don't want my head to have a fucking concussion after a sparring match, after training, you know? You should still be giving power and you should still be constantly fighting, but it's like the ideal sparring partner isn't going to kill you because it's meant for training for the tournaments, for the matches and stuff, where that
Enough
stuff can
speed and
happen.
power. Yeah, enough speed and
Yeah.
power where you're like forced to react, but not
Yeah.
enough that you have to worry about for
I
a
think
long
they
time.
should also match you in skill or be better than you in skill. I
Yeah.
don't think you should spar somebody that's worse than you because I don't think
Yeah.
you're learning anything. I
I
don't know
feel
why
like
some guys do that.
a fresh guy would be a pretty good learning
Yeah,
experience.
yeah, I would agree with that. Just like
It's like,
somebody who
oh
has
yeah.
no idea, like just not all the time though, like every once in a while,
Yeah.
just so you can
It's
get
like, oh
used to
yeah, I'm
some.
untrained. The
Yeah,
sweet, this the fucking. I'm from the street. I can beat you.
right. Just see how some guy that's just all over the place and just chaotic. So honestly, chaotic people can be pretty like you don't really know what they're gonna do sometimes.
Kind of
'Cause it's
fun to
just
spar against. I won't lie to you.
what?
They're kind of fun to spar against. I won't lie to you.
Yeah. I mean, if they really don't know what to do, it's pretty easy. But the chaos ones who are just a fucking tornado. You just start throwing out hooks and crazy shit, even though it looks like garbage. But yeah, I would say like ideally, I would want somebody equal in skill or better. Because other than that, I'm not learning anything, you know.
True.
Or at least, I mean, if even a smaller guy, I sometimes prefer to fight the bigger guys or spar the bigger guys, just because.
If what's up?
Yeah, I was just gonna say just because it makes you better. So you're having to
Yeah.
spar against somebody who's genetically stronger than you.
Yeah.
God forbid he's faster than you too. You're fucked at that point.
I'm just saying, like, if you ever spar against somebody that's like way better than you, or there's like a huge gap in skill, anyways, whoever's like takes the round or takes the match at the end of it, you should like, it's gonna be good to reflect on it
Right.
and like if they tell you what you were doing,
Yeah, it's a
so
good
it kind of
learning
helps.
experience. I had that a lot. Like I think that's why I got pretty like my sparring kind of exploded when
Yeah,
I was doing martial arts like faster than my other stuff just because
yeah,
I like to do it but also I always tried to pick somebody who was like challenging, you know.
yeah. And you
So
have to
yeah, it's progressive overload. You just keep
weightlifting shit.
yeah, exactly. It all applies to each other. All
That's
the
true.
exercise stuff all really
Yeah.
applies, complements
So we're
each
back
other.
to episode one.
What's your ideal sparring partner, John?
Ah, shit. Same thing as you. Like somebody that's, I would say somebody that takes it serious. You know,
Yeah,
because folks that take it serious or folks that have a drive, they'll progress extremely quickly. You can't have somebody that's like undisciplined and then like
Yeah,
they kind of come in class like I don't know the next day or the next week and then
they're
they don't learn anything.
they're dicking around.
Yeah, I kind of hate people that dick around,
Dude, I hate
even
it
though I
too.
am one of
Well,
them.
like in the, it's different when it's like, cause I dick around outside of training, but when it's time to train, you gotta put your fucking big boy shoes on and act serious, and
Yeah,
like
the only like
try
the
your
most I'll
hardest.
fuck around. Yeah, the most I'll fuck around during a sparring match is when we're doing like hard sparring and then like I'll cover their eyes. I'll block their vision with my hand and
Oh
then
no,
I'll take the shit out of them.
tricks like that are hilarious. Like I used to do that all the time. Like not cover people's eyes, but I would like my jab. I would just do like a super fast jab, like all the time, just work a jab, and then like I would let them get used to it, and then I would just put the slowest jab ever, and then you can literally see their brain like fucking malfunction. They're like, "What the fuck?" They're like, "Is it coming at me? Is it? Did he already hit me?" And then I would just tap them with like this, like it's literally like a 3 second jab. It's
Oh
just
my god.
so slow. So I
I
would.
like taunting people. Taunting
What?
people's fun.
What do you
Just
say?
like taunting people.
Oh, taunting.
Yeah. Like,
I got in
hey,
trouble
yeah.
for that once.
What?
Yeah, it was at a tournament.
Well, it depends on what you're how you're doing it, I
I
guess.
just
I don't
kind
know.
of did the come on kind of thing.
Oh yeah,
Like,
no.
come
What?
here. Yeah. I was like, I'm ready.
No.
I was like a orange belt too, and I was doing King of the Ring, which is like you, which is like I they put all the belts together too, and whoever gets the first point stays in the ring, and then whoever doesn't leaves the ring, and it's the next guy. And
Funny.
I was in the ring like 3 or 4 times, or like or no, I was stayed in the ring after 3 or 4 guys, and I was just fucking tired. Wait, and then I had this one guy, and I don't know, I think I blocked something or dodged something of his, and I was just like, all right, come on, go on, big boy, because he was like a black belt or something, and I was like an orange belt, so I was just trying to get him to come close to me. And then they told me I couldn't do that. They got kicked out of the ring.
Ah, come on, man. Unsportsmanlike conduct is. I don't know. I feel like they kind of enforce that a bit too much.
Yeah, I feel like if it's like a polite taunt, like a rivalry taunt,
Yeah,
you know,
dude. Like,
if you're
I'll
being a
probably like
dick, then
laugh
don't be a dick.
at.
But like,
I feel like it's very situational. Like the
yeah,
person that refuses to attack, I mean, like, come on, you gotta taunt him.
yeah, come here, come here.
And I feel like it would be funny if somebody like pulled their pants down in the middle of the fucking match.
Dude, the most disrespectful thing I've seen is like when you take somebody down and then you walk over them. Like you swing your
Oh
leg
yeah,
over them. Fucking teabag them. Shit happens all.
that's the equivalent of a teabag in like
Yeah,
shooter games,
yeah, yeah,
Call of
it's the
Duty,
teabag for martial arts.
stepping over somebody.
Yeah,
I did that in high school after I threw somebody in a hip toss.
did you? That was wrestling, right?
No, it was like, well, yeah, it was wrestling, but like, the guy, he was like bothering me, and he ran
Or
away. I was like, I just went up to him and
oh,
hit.
it was like just some random jackass.
Yeah, just some random jackass, and I stepped over
Ah,
him. Feel bad
nice.
for him though.
Yeah,
Not gonna do that again.
I mean, yeah, I mean, there's some stuff in high school I probably wouldn't do. I wouldn't
Yeah,
do again.
yeah,
But I mean, that's good, man. Like I have the same thing. Like I feel bad for some things that wasn't really. I really didn't instigate it, but it's like, you know,
I feel like
I
it's hard to control
yeah,
yourself when you're in like high school or something.
yeah. Like you win something or you defend yourself. Quotation marks,
Yeah,
we'll say, so we don't get sued
I
about
feel
something.
like I wasn't even defending myself at that time. It was just like
You just
vengeance.
vengeance. Yeah, I mean, even that stuff. It's like I feel like most of us have done it, but if you feel bad in the
Yeah,
future, you're more mature. I think that makes you a good martial artist.
yeah. So
All
I
right.
guess I guess like discipline would count as like a pretty good qualifier for a martial arts. But what classifies as a martial art?
I would say discipline. Just because I've seen some MMA places where there isn't really discipline, and they're just kind of meatheads trying to kill each other. You know what I mean? It's like I
Awesome.
don't want to die training, dude. Like stop fucking trying to kill me right now. I fucking hate that.
Yeah.
Because then I'm just gonna sidekick you in the freaking gut, dude. I think what do you think you should do in that situation? Let's go back to the classifies as a martial art in a
Okay.
second. If you have a meathead, what are you doing? Like a meathead is just trying to take your head off. Like either he's fresh or he's from another school and he just thinks he's hot shit and he's just trying to kill you in a sparring match, or
Okay.
he's just trying to take
So,
anger out on you.
oh shit. So like, it's not a sparring match. We just meet up somewhere and he
Well,
wants
no,
to
no,
kill me.
no, no, it's a sparring match.
Oh, it's a
But
sparring match.
but
Okay.
he's acting like a fucking dickhead trying to kill you.
It depends. What are the rules?
Um,
This would also
it's
go
just
and tie into what's the difference between sport and fighting.
right. It's just in your dojo.
Okay.
You're in a dojo, a new guy comes in and he thinks he's hot shit, or
I assume this guy's gonna break the rules.
yeah, he's gonna break. He's basically using way too much power,
Okay. Well, let's
and
see. I haven't
He's
met
swinging
any
wild. He's a tornado, swinging wild here.
like I don't want to toot my horn, but I've never met any martial artist. It looks like a taekwondo guy that's hot shit in like 200 pounds besides
Right.
me.
You're pretty fast for 200 pounds, man. Not gonna lie.
So
It's
I mean,
scary.
like if they're trying to take my head off, I mean, like I'm gonna respond with equal to or more force to make them stop and
Right.
think.
Yeah, you gotta squish that.
If I have to kick him in the head, I'll kick him in the head. But more often, I'll just probably do a hard straight kick into the gut.
Yeah. What about the fighting one that you said? If you had
Ah,
to fight a person, or if somebody's like 10 p.m. tomorrow, or what is a good time? Fucking kids do. 5 p.m. after school,
dude, I probably won't even meet them.
baseball.
I gotta go home and study, bro. I don't have time to,
Oh, all right,
risk
and then
my
you
life.
show up the next morning and he pushes you
All right,
right before
if
the
he
bell
pushes
rings.
me, if he pushes me, hip
Yeah.
toss. I'm fucking, I gotta
The
get to
moment
class.
somebody lays their hands on you, taking them
Yeah,
out. All right.
yeah. If someone asks to meet me somewhere to fight, I'm not gonna like 10 out of 10. I'm not gonna show up. But if
Right.
someone pushes me in a public space where I have witnesses, I'm a hip toss
Right.
them,
uh,
or at least clinch
yeah.
and
Muay Thai knee.
wait for somebody. Yeah, more tiny too. Also, I feel like people dislike they disrespect the effectiveness of like a low kick, like a low
Yeah.
roundhouse,
Yeah,
like
they
a
don't
low kick to the
realize.
eye or something.
Yeah.
Like, oh no,
You hit
you're
him in the knee
wasting.
with a low kick. And if you got some power there, that hurts, man. It's crippling. Especially somebody who hasn't taken one. So,
Like
not to
people who
say
are
I've ever
like,
done one.
dude, I feel like 9 out of 10 people aren't trained to handle a low kick, and I feel like that's pretty
I'm
good.
I'm definitely not.
Me neither.
I can throw them, but I don't know how to. I haven't had any experience checking them,
Yeah.
which I would like to get. But yeah, I throw them all the time on the
When it comes
bag
to a
and
low
stuff
kick,
like
I'm
that.
trying to check them with like an angled shin.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's what it is. Do you know this
Yeah.
one guy in UFC? I think it's like Tony Romo or something. Is that the guy's name?
Tony Romo. That sounds very familiar.
He might that might be a wrestler. I don't know.
That's a football quarterback.
Oh, that's a football guy. Anyway, there's this guy named Tony something in fucking UFC. And just saw a clip of him on Joe Rogan's.
Tony Ferguson?
It might be him. I think so. Let me look it
Okay.
up real quick before I talk out of my ass.
Yeah, I seen clips
No,
of him with
It's not Tony Ferguson. No, I think it's Max Holloway.
Max Holloway.
Wait, was it Tony Ferguson? It was one of those guys. And the Joe literally asked because they're like more of a grappler, and I think it was Max Holloway. Yeah,
Okay.
he's the jiu-jitsu guy. He's like, what did you? Because he did a lot of striking in one of his matches that he did.
Yeah.
Even though he's more of a grappler, he's like, what did you do to prepare? Like, how did you? Who's your striking coach? What kind of striking stuff did you learn? Because your striking was looking pretty good. And he was like, dude, I just played UFC 3 and just did what they were doing with
Dude,
my
yeah.
sparring partner.
Yeah, no, I read that article and that's like the most insane thing ever. It's like self-teaching yourself.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I did with some kicks. I just stole Taekwondo kicks from you guys.
Yeah, and
I
I
like
also stole the bunkai from you guys.
the
So
bunkai, yeah, man.
yeah,
You're going
it's
deep. You're deep diving, man. You're deep diving. Can't believe you even
dude,
know what that word is.
dude, like Taekwondo is very surface level. I gotta go and backwards and steal some stuff from Shotokan
Right.
or like karate in general. Makes me feel like I'm stealing a bit much. You said I
Nah.
was in deep, and I was like, wait.
Nah, you're fine, man. I feel like I've never heard of somebody outside of karate use the term bunkai. The
It's
application
it's good. Like
of
it
your
changed
forms.
the whole world of martial arts for me.
That's good. Yeah, that's like when we do a kata, we have to. Our instructor made us do our bunkai, which is like, what are you doing in this form? Like, think of some scenario or something where you could use this as a strike, a block, or something that get you out of somewhere.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, man. Anyway, let's go back to what we did before. I'll ask you, what do you think is classified as a martial art?
Okay, so I'll just put an example out there for a bit. I would say Olympic Taekwondo and Olympic Karate wouldn't classify. However, I would say old school Taekwondo and old school Karate, or at least full contact, would classify.
So you Olympic karate doesn't count for you,
Nah, it doesn't.
or taekwondo.
Anything that does like a tournament that does point sparring is very much sport, and I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't like point sparring at
It's like
all.
playing tag.
Yeah, it's stupid.
However, okay, I'm gonna take an off the walls approach here.
Right.
Anything that you would train specifically for the martial aspects would be considered a martial art. Like anything.
What do you mean by that?
Okay.
By
Let's take a
martial
football
aspects?
player, right?
Yeah.
And like he only knows football, but like he doesn't have money to go and take a martial arts class or anything. So he ends up adapting whatever he's learned from football
So
into fighting.
he's
Like
creating his
shoulder
own
checks,
martial
tackling.
art.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shoulder checks, tackling. He's got it. He's got the strength, he's got the power, he's got, the technique. He can shove people.
Right.
He can dodge,
Yeah.
You
All
have an
right.
advantage if you're already an offensive lineman.
Volleyball player just learns how to jump up and slap you in the face. Superman slap.
Superman slap. Dude, they got some pretty good body coordination. They can probably carry on to grappling too. They can dive.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty
Tag.
muscular in the legs too. They could do some fucking leg locks. Choke somebody out with
Dude,
their legs like a figure four or some shit.
an intense game of tag, but you can, sanction the use of both your hands and feet. Like they're just
Same,
running around a fucking lot trying to catch each other and just kick the shit out of each other.
right.
And I would also consider a lot of people say that boxing, modern boxing at least, even in the Olympics would be considered sport. I still think it's fighting.
Would you say it's a martial art though?
Yeah, 100%.
All right, all right. That would be like a Western martial art
Yeah.
with bartitsu.
I really can't take that one seriously, even though it's a gentleman's martial art.
It's
I
the
just can't.
gentleman's martial
It's just
art.
the name.
Dude,
It's just the
Sherlock Holmes did it, even though he doesn't exist.
But like, why would they name Bar Titsu, man? We're
Oh
an
yeah, the
English speaking
name.
country. Anything that has tits in it, I'm not gonna take it seriously.
It's a martial art for barmaids. All right.
Well, like
Now,
I know it's respectable enough. I don't wanna piss off my Bar Titsu listeners out there.
yeah, right. Does anybody do bartitsu around here? You say bartitsu, I say bartitsu.
I don't
So I'm trying to get
know.
away from the obvious there.
Nah, man, we gotta tackle it how it is.
What I would say is like classified as a martial art. Pretty much, I would say it has to be disciplined.
Okay.
Like it has to better the mindset too, not just the body.
Yeah.
Because if you, I don't know, I just don't think that if you're not bettering people's mindsets and you're just making them think they're hot shit, meatheads going around, that's not what martial arts is about. It's
Yeah.
about being disciplined and stuff like that. It's very like military.
Yeah.
Like it's to build you, tear you down and build you up in like into a more disciplined person.
It's one of the most available ways to train somebody in discipline
Right.
besides going into the military.
Yeah, exactly. I think everybody should do martial art, like a good one though. Not these other
Yeah.
like I think that's why it can get to like very culty sometimes
Oh yeah.
because of like
Because they know they're bad, so they gotta seclude you.
yeah, it's also like the military, like you're in a group of people, you're going through hell. You're like training together to the freaking highest regiment. And so of course you're going to get maybe a little Stockholm.
Hmm.
I think that's why. But you got to find a good martial art that doesn't like it's not mystical, you know. Their rules and the dojo is about discipline and how to
Yeah.
behave outside the dojo as a
Anything that
person.
that makes you do chi.
Yeah, anything that's talking about fucking force fields, get out of there. Those don't exist.
Yeah. If you're trying to advertise no touch like energy or like no touch
Yeah,
martial
fucking
arts,
spirit bombs.
I will personally challenge you.
We can tag team Pooch. Do one match, I'll do the other. It's been a
Yeah, you're
while.
right.
It's been a while. Probably rusty.
And then like I mean like if I'm ever feeling like I want to do something new, I'll make a force field.
Right? Let's go learn force fields together.
Okay.
Maybe we should do a segment for this podcast where we just go to a McDojo and and we
Nah, I don't
just
want to. I
be
don't want to
us.
risk. I don't want to risk rotting our brains, man. You already have PTSD
It
from,
can be like kitchen nightmares, but it's dojo nightmares.
bro. You already went to Kunyu. Why do you want to do this again?
Well, I didn't record it, so I want footage of the actuality of this shit.
Okay. No, you're.
Yeah,
I'm in. We'll do
yeah,
it.
yeah. Let's fucking do it. Go to Dojo Nightmare. We'll call it Dojo Nightmares after Kitchen Nightmares. So you're like, all right, we just pretend we're
Prepare for
new
a lot.
students. Yeah.
I'm gonna go to an ATA place.
What is that like the sport Taekwondo?
No, it's like American Taekwondo. I mean, yeah, it is sport, but their nunchuck forms are interesting.
So by that you mean bad.
Yeah, I don't know. Here, I'll
Oh,
I'll I'll send you
I've never
one
done
after.
nunchucks.
Nunchucks are fun to use, and they're a very practical weapon if you use them right.
Right.
If you use them like a mace or a flail, then you're probably gonna like, I don't know,
That's
you're
how
gonna
I
shit
thought to
yourself.
use them. Just fucking helicopter it, deflect bullets.
The force is already in the chuck. It's on the flick of the wrist, man.
Flick of the wrist.
Flick of the wrist. You don't need to do much. The force is already there. It's already hard.
Yep. It already has mass.
The chain multiplies the energy, and it hits a
Yeah,
lot harder
it's
than a
it's like a
regular stick.
whip.
Yeah,
That's how you should think of your punch. It's like a whip
crackle, crackle.
with your hips and everything. Maybe we should do something on how to teach people how to punch.
Shouldn't be that hard, right? I know.
Nah.
Actually, no. Never mind. As a guy that teaches martial arts class, teaching how to punch properly is the hardest thing
Well, for
for kids.
kids, yeah, for
Yeah.
kids it's ridiculous because they just put their thumb in the underneath their fingers and they hit with their palm of their hand, like that tiger punch shit. It's like,
Tiger
dude,
punch.
I'm watching your wrist slowly deteriorate right now. Please, for the love of God, listen to me.
I know you're taking advantage of your youth, but this is too much.
Yeah, this is too much. Dude, I used to teach Ninja Warrior classes for kids, and I would just see them do like tumbles right on their fucking neck, dude.
Oh my god.
And I would just be like, please, just listen to me. Just listen.
Please. Yesterday when I was teaching class, everything was going well except for this one kid that was just running around or
Yeah,
like disturbing shit, and so I had to carry him to his mom.
that always happens. Oh yeah, I had that too. I had this kid in one of my classes. He's like total sweetheart, but I think he was only like 4 years old or something, and I was assisting, and he would like 3 times he ran off Theodo's mom. He ran off the floor. He goes, "Mom!" like right in the middle, as we're demonstrating something. And the fourth time I saw him, and I knew the family, like
Yeah.
they're family friends, and I saw him running off, and I just picked him up. I just scooped him up. I was like, "We're going back over here." Oh God, I gotta bleep his name out now. God damn it.
You gotta find it. I mean, it's all right. It's near the end of
Yeah, yeah. I guess
the
30
episode
minutes
anyway.
in.
Oh
But yeah,
man.
I just scooped him up, and I was like, "All right, we're going back over here." And that was it.
You think
That was the end of that.
you think your little buddy classifies as a good martial artist?
I mean, he was 4, so it's probably not. As a 4-year-old, I wouldn't. As a 4-year-old, but
No, I was worse when I was 8.
maybe down the line. Were you forced by your parents?
Well, it was interesting because I didn't dislike it. I didn't dislike the idea, but I just wanted to fight everybody.
Yeah, I got that too. I saw too many Jackie Chan movies.
Yo, me too.
Meals on Wheels.
Meals on Wheels was pretty fire. Drunken Master was also pretty fire.
Meals on Wheels training scene motivated me for at least a year.
The Drunken Master training and the Snake and the Eagle Shadow, man.
Oh yeah, that
Yeah,
was when he's
that
doing
thing
like
was
those like he's like on two. He's basically doing a what do you call that when you like hold yourself up with just your arms and L sit.
yeah.
He's doing that raised L sit, but his angle of his legs are fucking like to the sky, man. Jackie Chan was hardcore, dude.
Dude, in
So,
his 20s, he was a definitely a physical specimen,
dude,
second only to Bruce Lee.
yeah, total physical specimen. The shit he could do is insane. I mean, nowadays, just uses a bunch of chairs and ladders to fight people.
And it's still pretty fun to watch.
Yeah, it's pretty, dude. I love his choreography. Can't believe he was a stuntman for Bruce Lee
Yeah,
back in the
nah,
early days.
an OG stuntman. He was an extra too, I thought.
Yeah, he was
He
an
was
extra
part of it.
stuntman, and I think Bruce Lee hurt him or something like that,
Yeah. And
and
then he
said
was like,
he was like sorry.
sorry. And then they had a slight little talk, and it was the most heartwarming thing you'll ever
Yeah.
see.
Oh no, I think Bruce Lee actually went fuck, like
Yeah.
after
Yeah,
after he
after the shooting was done, and then
yeah
like he just threw his stuff down and went over to Jackie Chan. At least
yeah
that's how Jackie Chan said. He's like
yeah
he held him, like he put him in his arms and was like, "Are you okay?" Blah, blah, blah.
yeah.
And Jackie Chan was like holding his cheek, like, "Yeah, yeah,
I'm okay, you magnificent man.
I'm okay."
The
Dude, that
biggest
man was
bromance.
starstruck.
Yeah, dude, I'd be starstruck. It's freaking
Dude, me
Bruce
too,
Lee.
bro.
Especially
It's like,
like that's your niche at the time is like martial arts and stunts and that stuff.
yeah, no, like,
And you're
dude,
coming
I'd be
up,
starstruck if, like, listen, like Hollywood guys, they won't probably do it for me, but like meeting Jackie Chan, meeting
yeah.
fucking, if Bruce Lee was resurrected, man, I fucking love to meet him. The founder of Kyokushin Karate, bro, I'd meet him too, bro. That was fucking fire.
Yeah.
That man was insane.
Michael Jai White. Did you meet
Oh
him?
man, I don't know. Michael Jai White, he kind of like fell off.
Yeah.
I would still respect him, but
I,
Kimbo
I,
Slice,
I
bro,
still respect
I
him.
love Kimbo Slice.
Yeah. Rest in peace.
Rip, my boy Kimbo.
Good old Kimby.
Dude, I'd love to meet Mike Tyson though. Mike
Oh,
Tyson
dude,
is,
I'd be scared.
dude. I don't know. I want him to punch me, and I'd be like, that was a story to tell for like my kids. Yeah, bro, I got punched by Mike Tyson.
You'd be dead.
Yeah. I'll train my neck specifically so I can
Yeah.
prepare
Let's do that
for
shit
him.
he used to do. He'd get those weights on his neck.
Yeah,
Or
he
actually,
had
have you
what
seen him roll
200.
around? Like
Yeah,
rolling his neck around and shit?
Dude, he had a 23-inch neck, right? Back in his prime.
Yeah, because he does those neck exercises, man. Fucking, he's rolling on his neck. I tried to do that, those neck exercises he used to do, and it's like fucking hard as shit, dude.
I just do the my wrestling neck workouts and my boxing ones, and then I'll just do that for a bit because I don't want to like I don't know. I feel like it'll be long term damage if I do that for a lot.
Right. I think you
If
get
we
a big
have a
neck just working out anyway. You're just like tensing your fucking neck muscles.
yeah, if you just work out your traps,
Yeah.
do shrugs, get a big neck.
Yeah.
That's what my dad did.
Did he?
Yeah,
What
he
did
was
your
a
dad?
huge shrug fan, and then he ended up having a turtle-like neck.
A turtleneck?
Yeah, like a fucking snapping turtle's
Oh,
neck.
Jesus. All right. All right, let's go to this next question. I'm gonna ask you, what makes a martial art practical?
Oh man. Okay. See, that one's a good question because I was thinking about it and I was like, what does make a martial art practical? Like, is it just like real fight application stuff? Is it like expressionism, like you can make it look good, or you know how well you can apply it to not just fighting, but like any other thing in life, you know?
Right.
But I feel like something that meets those categories, it would still be a martial art, but you can still consider it respectable,
Right.
like Kyokushin karate compared to WKF, like Olympic karate.
Yeah.
I would say Kyokushin would be more practical between the two.
It's a little more practical, I would say, yeah. They just need better footwork.
Yeah,
They need to move around more. They're
they
so
tank a
they're
lot of
so
hits.
they're so tense and stagnant, in my opinion, when I've seen them. Freaking they hit hard, but they're so rigid when they move. They need to flow more, you know.
I
Throw
need a
some jabs.
Makiwara.
Makiwara?
Yeah, I need to use one. I
I
need to
have
build one.
one. Yeah, I have one. It's like a has a
Pretty cool.
dragon on it. Has blood on it too from me punching it when I was
Can I
training.
have it?
It's a it's a personal heirloom of mine from my instructor.
Ah, damn it.
Sorry.
I can't ask
My
that.
kids are gonna punch it. So kind of need
I
it.
gotta learn how to make one, honestly.
It's just what just look up the fuck. Did you ever see Never Back Down 3? Just do what Michael Jai White did and get a fucking wooden plank and wrap some rope around it. Pretty much good
Dude,
to
I
go.
saw, I think one of those movies, he put a piece of paper and he hung it on some tape. He asked
Uh,
the dude if he can rip it by punching it.
that was the second one.
Yeah, that was a good one.
It's to punch a hole in it, yeah, instead of just tearing it off. I don't know why. Oh yeah, that was a good one. It's kind of weird. I'm not gonna lie.
Just a bit, but I mean, like,
Like,
it taught me a lot about punching mechanics.
yeah, that's. I mean, he's a karate guy too, so
What, actually,
yeah.
what karate did he do?
I think he did. He has the show. Well, he has a tattoo of the Shotokan symbol on his one of his shoulders,
I
and
know
he
he did
also
Goju form in one of
and
the movies.
he also did Kyokushin, I think,
Okay.
because he has the Kyokushin symbol on his chest, and he has the Shotokan symbol on his one of his arms, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, but he's doing Goju forms
Yeah.
in the
I
movie.
saw him. I saw him in an interview, and he was talking shit about Shaolin Kung Fu. I was like, dude, what are you
Dude,
talking
what? Yeah,
about?
he talks about a lot of shit that I don't. I think he doesn't really like have experience with, you know.
Martial arts was made in the Civil Wars, guys. Back in the American Civil War.
Yeah, is that what he said?
I feel like that was like the time period that he was talking about. Like, I don't know. I think he said Shaolin was made in the 1800s.
I think I saw a video of him just talking out his ass and some dude ripping him like some, you know,
I
reaction
saw an
guy.
actual, yeah, I saw an actual like Shaolin monk react.
Oh, maybe
To
that.
his,
Maybe I saw that. Oh, I think we saw the same video. He's lives in
yeah,
Germany.
I think so. Yeah,
Yeah, that's Shaolin guy, yeah. He was in the temple for like 2 years or something like that.
yeah.
Yeah.
And he trained hard, but he broke his back.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I saw him talk about that too. Yeah, that's fucking stupid. It's like, dude, Shaolin monks are fucking hardcore as hell.
Yeah.
based
It
on the
takes a
shit.
lot, man, to make kung fu the way it is. They train like a
Yeah.
monster, dude.
Like you said, they're taking something that's not practical and they're training so fucking hard it becomes practical.
Yeah.
You know, like
And I
all
think
their stances and
that's the
stuff.
kind of attitude that Taekwondo should have. Like, if you train as hard as a Muay Thai guy, I bet you it'll be as good.
Yeah. Just fucking get that shin going. Condition that shin. And if you guys
Condition that.
are as fast with bricks as shins, you'll be literally decapitating people.
Maybe that's why we switched to something more tame.
Right. gotta
He
get them
doesn't bite you upon your ear anymore.
gotta get them Rock Lee shin guards.
Dude, I would love a Rock Lee shin guard, man.
It's probably like 100 pounds on each shin.
And drop him from a high place.
Yeah,
Hopefully I don't
exactly.
kill anybody, but I hope to make a big boom, you know?
Yeah, make the big boom. That's what I should have done during a karate tournament match.
Reveal your shin
Just start
guards.
taking my shin guards off. Douche.
Haha. You finally reached 5 points ahead of me. Time to take it serious.
you. It's a minute into the match and you're 10 points ahead of me. Time to be serious.
You take a shot of tequila, do his Rock Lee drunken
I think
fist
I
style.
would fight better if I was drunk. I gotta try it sometime. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just so much more relaxed. And like, I don't know, I feel like a little more focused.
I feel like the Spartan rage that comes with it. At least
Yeah.
then you don't get any pain from it.
Yeah,
You'll
I'm
be
not, I don't,
pretty
you don't
good.
really feel pain, so. There is something to the drunken stuff, dude. I think they should let you drink in UFC. Just take a giant shot of vodka beforehand.
Dude, I would love to see that.
Some guy
I
comes
feel
out
like
with the drunken fist.
there was a drunken fist guy that appeared in, I think, the early days of UFC. He got rocked. But there was a guy that did a
Was he
drunken
drunk?
sort of style in boxing, and he actually went pretty far.
Did he?
Yeah.
Makes sense.
I don't know. I gotta find the video and I'll send it to you, but once I get it, I got you.
Yeah, UFC, you just, I don't know, maybe somebody would just choke you out.
Wait, no. Okay, now I remember. It was a fight between a Kyokushin martial artist and a kung fu school, and they were doing like I think it was a free match, but there was a guy that did drunken fist, and he was landing a good amount of hits, but
Was he
in
actually
the end,
drunk,
he got
though?
his shit rocked. No, no,
Doesn't count. Doesn't count.
doesn't count.
You have to be at least have some alcohol in you.
Oh
It's
man.
the whole point of the style.
Just go to a bar, man, and then
So,
watch
I
the
don't,
entrance.
I don't want to get in a fight at a bar.
Nah, man, you're just there to watch, see the bouncer do his work.
Yeah, right?
Just show him you're here to watch for good fights for the night.
Right. uh, all right, now let's say what makes a good martial artist.
I would say what you were talking about earlier, somebody who's disciplined, and I would say that somebody who has drive and motivation to
Right,
actually do good in it.
right. Takes it seriously. Doesn't dick around.
Yeah,
Doesn't just want to hurt people. I mean, you shouldn't want to hurt people
yeah.
when you're a
Somebody
martial
who
artist.
knows that the art isn't the truth,
Right,
but it is a tool for you to, like, I don't know, go through self-discovery.
right. Can't build a shed with just a hammer.
Yep. You need a lot of shit. You need a good foundation too.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say that. All right. Well, we got a couple minutes here. Do you want to rank some martial artists or some not martial
Fuck yeah.
artists? You want to rank
Let's
some
do it.
styles?
Yeah, go for it. You want to go and skip all the ones and then do the stuff that we know?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gotta pull up a
Going to.
page now.
I gotta do that too. Black Belt Wiki. All
There
right.
we go. Martial arts styles. Where do we left off on Kung Nu? We've talked about them enough. If you want to listen about that style, tune into the last podcast.
The one after it, Daido Juku Kudo. I've seen their sparring matches. I've seen their tournaments. It's it's very real compared to Kyokushin karate fighting because they have a helmet on. You're able to punch the head a bunch, and you're
Right,
able to do some grappling techniques to throw them on the ground.
right.
So that one's a high tier. That's like a 9 out of 10 for me.
Gotcha.
Just think MMA, but with a gi.
That's kind of sick, to be honest. They wear a helmet.
Yeah,
All
it's like
right.
a face shield.
I have the page pulled up for the listeners. All right. Then we have Daitoru Aiki Jujutsu. Alrighty. Sounds like you're
I've
combining a lot of stuff here.
I think because it's a derivative, it wouldn't be as good. But I did see a couple videos on it, and it seems just a tad bit more practical than actual like Aikido. So I give it
I
like
mean, it
a
should be.
5 out of 10.
Strikes to vital areas, joint locks. Yeah, I would say four. I just don't think joint locks. I don't think they're practical a lot of the time, unless you're
Yeah,
grappling. You're already in a grapple,
that's why I put him on mid level.
right? Dambe is a martial art focused on boxing, but also uses its kicking techniques.
I don't know anything about
Kickboxing,
that, so I
basically.
can't really
I don't know
rank
anything
it.
about it either. Let's see. Let's go to something we know.
Fencing?
Uh,
Oh no, Eskrima.
yeah. No, Eagle Claw Kung Fu.
Oh, that one's fun. I like that, but it sucks.
Just
Like,
using claws. Your hands as
yeah, like
claws, like three finger claws.
I think it's the training techniques to really strengthen your grip
Right.
that makes it super practical. But if you use it as a grappling form, then it will probably be a solid 6 out of 10. But honest,
Pressure
because it's
point
a Chinese
attached.
martial art doing all that, I think it would be like a solid 4 out of 10.
I'm gonna say four, just because I see joint locks, pressure points.
Anything with joint locks.
I mean, joint locks if it's not grappling. I don't have a. It's just hard to get those off,
Yeah.
without somebody kicking you in the face or punching you in the face.
I
Let's
would actually
see.
rank Eskrima pretty high.
Eskrima,
Eskrima,
yeah, Arnie's
that's a
Kali.
7 out of
It
10.
has three names for some reason.
It's because like I feel like it's the dialect, but
Yeah, there's a couple of dialects over there in the Philippines.
yeah,
Um,
that's actually a good 7 out of 10 for me. I rank it at 7.
I rank it an eight just because gotta represent the ancestry here. My instructor's Filipino too, but
Oh, okay.
the double stick fighting is so fucking sick, dude.
Yeah,
Also, you learn Balisong in some Kali places. It's like a
there you
big
go.
part. That's where the butterfly knife was invented, was the Philippines.
Interesting.
Yeah. So they have the knife fighting and they have the double stick fighting. I think the knife fighting is extremely practical, especially for like military and stuff, like how they teach it.
Interpreting that, yeah, no, like I've seen that. Now that you mention it, butterfly knife, all the knife fighting stuff, that I can't believe I forgot all that. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's actually a 9 out of 10 for me.
9 out of 10. Oh wow, thank you.
There's actually going to be a lot of stuff that you can carry over to real life application. Like you're definitely going to find a stick or a blade somewhere.
Yeah, right.
Like you can carry one with you,
Yeah, you
and nobody's
can.
going to say anything. Like people are going to say stuff if you have a gun with you, but like he's got a random stick, like a walking stick,
Yeah. All
pocket
right.
knife. Boom.
Yeah, right. What was I gonna say about that? I totally forget. All I know is I saw it in Fight Quest. Oh, I want to actually learn about this style, but nobody around here really teaches it
Okay.
good, if you know what I mean. I need to find like an actual Filipino dude or woman,
Oh yeah,
because I've seen women who just go off on this stuff, dude.
that's true. Yeah, I have a couple of Filipino guys over here that taught me pretty good, and one of them I still train under him.
Ah, jealous, jealous. All right, what about fencing? The
Uh,
sport karate of sword play.
okay. Well, because it has a sword, if you have a good sword for fencing, I don't know, 6 out of 10. Mainly because
Four.
the legal implications of having a sword to kill somebody.
Five. I do 4 out of 10.
Yeah.
Nobody carries around a fucking sword anymore.
But
Um,
like fucking old school like fencing, like
yeah,
HEMA type stuff,
yeah,
7 out of 10. I'd say
yeah,
you're going to like a fucking Renaissance fair or something.
yeah. I would say that for back in the day. I would say 7. I would say 8 because everybody had swords back in the day and they had a gun with one bullet in it, so you basically had to fight with a sword after you
Oh
missed.
man, like if we're doing a time period, man, fencing would probably
Oh,
be
I
like
thought that's what
number
you're
one.
talking about.
Yeah, like no, I meant like HEMA,
Oh, okay,
like
gotcha.
modern day HEMA, which
Oh,
is actually
okay,
it's actually kind of nice.
yeah,
But now time period stuff, if we're putting fencing back in like I don't know, what the 1600s, I think
yeah,
that's not the Dark Ages, is it?
yeah. I think it is. I think it's
Okay,
about. I think
but
it's
yeah,
about to
that
become the Renaissance.
okay. But I would rank that in that time period like a solid 10 out of 10,
All right,
just because nobody knows anything else.
yeah. About Fu Jiao Pei,
I don't
Tiger
know anything
Claw,
about that.
Tiger Claw.
Yeah, Kung Fu Quest didn't prepare me for that, so I don't know anything
All
about
right,
it.
let's do a couple more here.
See, I'm
We'll do
reading
two
down this
more.
list,
We'll do
and
two
I know
more.
nothing about it except Hapkido.
Hapkido. I don't think Hapkido is
Hapkido, like,
that bad from what I've seen. It was just Fight Quest I saw about it.
yeah, I just feel like it's just another Taekwondo.
But it has it does punches, kicks, throws. Okay. It's basically just Taekwondo.
Yeah,
I thought it was more grappling for
that's
some
what they
reason.
kind of advertise it as. But like I've seen at least the one class that I've seen was this place called Birds Martial Arts, and I'm going to openly trash
Didn't
them.
yeah, we already have. I'm pretty sure we did on the first podcast.
Yeah.
This is all you, man. Bird martial arts do not sue Patrick Hemingway with a defamation lawsuit.
Okay, okay. All right.
You can
But I feel
trash
like
him though.
I'll say now that you said that, I'm gonna say what's on my mind just for a
Yeah,
little bit,
this is
but
opinion.
it's backed up by multiple other people.
Okay,
Their Hapkido's watered down.
it's a very polite way of putting it. All
It's
right,
at it's even more watered down than ATA's version of Taekwondo. But that's all I'm gonna say.
all right, all right.
So
Let's
I would
do
rank it like 3 out of 10.
let's do one more. 3 out of 10. Wow, I can't say because I've only seen Fight Quest on it. Fight Quest
We're gonna
looked like
talk
a
about
6 out of 10. Looked pretty good.
it.
All right, let's do one more.
Yeah.
You pick it.
Hima's next on the list, but like we already did Hima.
Hema.
And I did study Hungar, but not enough to know much more about it. So I'll skip that
Combines
one
the
too.
5 animal styles: crane, dragon, leopard, snake, tiger.
It sounds cool, right?
It sounds cool as fuck. Does it work though? Is the question.
There's no monkey in there, so 1 out of 10.
Yeah,
Just
dude.
kidding.
I can only do monkey style. All right, that's the only thing I can do. That's the only thing I want to learn is monkey style. Because I would look like
Monkey
I already look like a monkey.
style.
So if I learn that style, I can become a monkey.
Way to sell yourself, man.
Yeah. Self burn. All right, let's do this last one. Jeet Kune Do by
Oh
martial
man.
arts style created by Bruce Lee, martial artist and movie star.
As a martial art, 1 out of 10.
Okay.
As a philosophy and a concept, 10 out of 10.
All right. All right. I would say as a martial art, I've never studied it. I've just seen things on it. I would say 5 out of 10
Okay.
with the striking. It seems like there's stuff there that can work. Like I think they do like straight punches and elbows and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I would say 5 or 6 out of 10, just based on that. And then the philosophy, like what he wrote about it, I would also say I would rank it 9 or 10 out of 10. It's pretty hardcore. So
But
yeah, yeah. All right, man. Next up, we got karate, and I could tell you about three of these styles. So we'll do that next week. Cutting it a little
yeah,
bit short nowadays, so it's a little bit easier to digest for everybody.
we'll talk a lot more about karate probably next week.
Yeah,
And the
yeah.
last one I want to know too.
Yeah, we could do a whole karate episode
Sounds good.
and all the offshoots too of karate, like Kaju Kembo. Ugh. Ugh.
Uh,
All right. Well, we'll see you guys next week. Peace
all
out.
right.